All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
I'm Helen.
And we are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow, where we dye yarn and make bags. And that is what we've been doing today, making bags.
Yes.
All day. And at the end, we said, we are done. The fairy tales, they're finished. They're done. They're off the board. And then Helen went through the orders and found one more. You know that feeling when you really think you're done a huge project, and then it turns out
just
you're
like total
not?
elation, and it's just like then somebody comes and goes, Pop.
Yeah. So we have one more to make tomorrow, then we're done.
Just gonna say, it's going to Maplewood,
God bless you.
and we love you very much, and that's why we're gonna make your bag for you.
Okay, so we have a couple of questions from yesterday. We are losing light quickly because we figured we were going to do the last two bags, get them done off the board, and it took us longer than we thought.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
we're going to go through.
It's 20-7.
Okay, so we're going to go through quickly. Dee says, is Miss Lynette Linen's purse a button? That is from this pattern that I'm going to be cross-stitching. It is Miss Lynette Linen from the Primitive Hair. No, it is not. It is cross-stitch. And,
Part of the pattern, but you're just gonna take it out.
yeah. I'm going to, wherever it has the X's for different colors, I'm going to do them all in the pink that I have chosen for that part of her skirt. Okay, Michelle says, what is the yarn that is right over Helen's left shoulder? Looks like creams, blues, maybe some gray. Okay, so I didn't know whether it was seeing things. I didn't, because I only see what we see in this little viewfinder. I never watch us again. This is on top over her shoulder. This is hyacinths.
Right here.
And pansies. So I don't know if it's that or I'm thinking it's probably this, which is crab pickin'. And this is our color that we did last year for Maryland Sheep and Wool. And since you said blues and creams and grays, I'm really thinking this is what you're talking about. So crab pickin'.
I think we have like 2 skeins. That's in DK, and I don't think we have any more left.
I don't think we have any fingering.
It was a color that was exclusive to Maryland Sheep and Wool last year. However, if you would like those 2 skeins, just email us and we have no problem selling them to you.
So that's crab pickin'. It's a gorgeous color. Yeah. It really is. But that's what that is. Okay. Irene says, do you all do Advent minis? Just thinking way ahead. We do Advent minis. We had a listing up. Are we opening it again?
We will, yes, probably next week because we're going to want to mention it for the Maryland virtual.
Okay.
So next week we are going to open it up again. We did a listing early on because it looked like our mill was going to be closed because of the current situation. However, he has managed to stay open, so we are not quite so concerned anymore about being able to get the minis in time. So we'll reopen it up again.
However, if you guys want one, please get in touch with us, toadhollowNJ.com. No, toadhollowNJ@gmail.com. Send us an email and let us know because we'll send you an invoice.
Yeah, we have done that for several people who missed the listing and asked us. So
yeah,
we'll just send you an invoice for it.
Just let us know because next week we're going to be throwing a lot of stuff at you. So if you know you want minis, you can always get in touch with us. And as long as we haven't dyed them, we can always add another set.
Right.
So don't worry about that.
We have Halloween ones coming.
Yes, we do. Helen had an amazing idea for the Halloween ones. Okay. So we had asked you guys to send us your quarantine baking recipes. That's the word I'm looking for.
Savory and baking.
Right. Excuse me. And a couple of you have sent them. And I was going to say that the reason we were going to do this is we're thinking of putting together a quarantine cookbook. It is not going to be like fancily bound or anything like that. It's just going to be
It's going to be a download.
a download, but it's just, everybody's recipes that we put together in one place that you guys can download and try things. So if you haven't sent us something yet and you would like to be a part of it, please do, because Susan Gerbosi says that it's not really baking. She likes to make ice cream, a mint Oreo cookie, and then a chipotle chocolate. She will email them and the make and model of her ice cream maker.
Skip all the formalities, Susan, and just mail us the ice cream.
Yeah.
You know where.
So, but definitely...
I'm pretty sure you can get ice in Colorado.
Just pack it with a couple of cores around.
I
it.
think-
The cores are extra cold, right? Well, we definitely need the
recipe.
You're gonna have to send that. You can't do that and then not send it. So that please, anybody who wants to send us something, that was our idea.
Yeah.
We thought it would be kind of fun to just put together a fun cookbook. Okay, Tessa says the app that you were talking about for keeping track of
My
cross-stitch patterns is called Pattern Keeper. So anybody who is interested in that, who is a cross-stitcher, it's called Pattern Keeper, and it's available through the Google Store. She found a YouTube tutorial on how to get it to play on a Kindle. So Helen's going to look into that and see
Yeah.
if she can download it.
And
to
thank
her
you
Kindle.
very much, Tessa, because that saves me a lot of searching.
Yeah.
So
Janine Anderson says, where do you get your cross-stitch fabric? I replied to her, but just in case anybody else wants to know, we normally get ours from Joann's and Michael's. We get 16 or 18 count Aida in either a tan or a white. If you want colored fabric, Color and Cotton is a great place to get it, and Picture This Plus is another one. Also, your local needle stores or your local needlework stores are a great place. They have tons of fabric and they will cut it to whatever size
Yeah.
you want. So you just give them a call and tell them, hey, I like to work on 16 count Aida. And you can even tell them what pattern you're planning to do, because they know all the patterns and they can help you pick a color that's going to be good for it.
and almost all of them are doing either mailing or curbside pickup. So
Right.
they're all desperate. So
And this is a great way to support them
yeah.
when you can't actually go in. So that's another place to go. Okay, that's it as far as comments and
Okay.
questions. Except you have one from way back.
Yes, a couple people have been going back and watching our old episodes, and they reach a certain episode, and then everybody wants to know what happened to the Mrs. Weasley sweaters. Well, I'm going to tell you. I finished mine.
She did.
It's all finished except for... I finished mine 2 years ago, probably. It didn't fit, so I saw no reason to...
Waste time weaving it
waste time
in.
weaving an end. This is it. So you can see
It's very stripy.
it is very stripy. It is very horizontal stripy. Not the most flattering. The yarns that I used were from all different dyers, and it was all fingering weight, but it was not all the same base. So I think that's part of the problem. The drape of the sweater is dreadful. It just slopes off my shoulders completely.
Yeah.
And it looks horrific. So, however, it's a very comfortable sweater. So
It's also very warm.
when I get sick, I wrap myself up.
And when it gets really,
really cold, I have slept in it on more than one occasion, just because I've been freezing, and I wrap myself up in it, and I sleep in it because it's light enough, but it's still warm. But it just, I mean,
it will never see the light of day.
it doesn't even. I mean, like house coat is,
A step up.
yeah, is complementing this. So, however, but as far as the knit is concerned, that is the knit. That was the tale of woe on Mrs. Weasley.
I will try and find mine, and that will be another episode where we tell you the tale of the saga of mine.
It was a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. All right. Yesterday we did get a little bit of stitching in, and I wanted to show you my stitching. I decided to work on my Bloomtopia that I'm doing from the Fat Quarter Shop. And it's a free pattern. That's the information right there. She's released part 5. So that's what I was working on because I'm actually caught up on it. She released part 5 on the 15th, so I'm a little bit behind on that.
But she hasn't released part 6 yet, so
No.
you're still...
All right, so part 5 is this little thing down here. It's going to be a little pinwheel. So there you go. Now, for the more astute of you, you may have noticed that this whole piece right here is 1 stitch too far this way. I didn't line it up properly. I finally stitched after a week and a half and totally screwed it up. Not totally screwed it up, but there are, because if it were just like that, it would be okay, fine. I don't care. But there's blue that goes in between each of the peach cross things, so that now this piece of blue is going to be like 1 stitch fatter than everything else, and this piece of blue is going to be 1 stitch thinner than everything else, and it's just going to look all screwy. So I think what I'm going to have to do...
I don't think anybody other than you is going to notice.
I'm going to have to take this little triangle down here out and redo it. It's not terribly big. I think it's 19 stitches. It's going to take me longer to take it out than it is to put it back in again. It's just a pain in the neck. And I was very frustrated yesterday. So I was also very tired yesterday, which is why it's like that. So I just have to take it out and put it back in again. So that is my stitching. So this is what I did. I managed to put in about 65, 70 stitches.
And you're going to take 20 of them out. I got a little bit done on my Sacred Bee by the Little Stitcher. So I've got the bees' bodies done, and now I'm working on their wings. Spike, that's really disgusting.
Hey, man. Hey. Spike is licking his paw.
So we have a giant bee in the middle and then 3 baby bees down here. So I've got all their bodies done. And now I'm working on the wing of the big bee, and then I'll come down and do their wings. And then I just have the lady left, and that's, and a border across the bottom. So,
God bless you.
I'm getting there.
I want to see the
love
bodies of the bees. I haven't seen them. Oh my God, look at them.
Yeah.
Oh, they're beautiful. Oh, they're so pretty. Wow.
Yeah, I really like her patterns.
So do I. I love that. That is gorgeous.
I was hoping I was going to get some more done today, but alas, that is not going to happen.
Well, I did have one good thing that I was working on yesterday. Because I switched over to doing the habitation throw, and I've moved into my second color. See? Look at that. Isn't that pretty?
It's beautiful.
So the bottom is the invitation, and the second one, that greeny gray, is Welcome All. And these are both from Mrs. White's Tea Party.
So it's Welcome All. The light is getting really terrible.
But that's how it looks. I am so in love with this. I really, really love the way it looks. So I have, I'm working my way through my little 20-gram mini.
I officially came to an end of my first skein of pink on my Duna shawl, so I had to break into a mini to see, and we'll see if one mini will take me
I thought you
to
were
the end of the section.
You were thinking about possibly starting the border.
I was going to, but it's going to look weird. Every other section is a double section, and I only got through half the section. If I was only going to be like 2 or 3 rows, I was going to do it.
Okay.
But it's just going to look like I cut it short.
Okay. All right.
So.
Well, then, yeah, no, I totally understand that.
Yeah. So,
Okay. All right, cool.
so I wound up a mini last night, and I will continue on. I have like 12 more rows of the pink, and then I get to do the border.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that is just about it for us. We are going to go start feeding all the hairy creatures.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll feed ourselves too. We hope you guys all had a good start for the week.
Yes.
That Monday, it was a good Monday, and
It
we
was a
will...
very productive day here.
Yes,
It may have
was.
ended frustratingly, but it was a very productive.
Oh, and it's not even so much that it's frustrating. It's just that it's you think and then nah, not so much. However, the fact that we whipped off 2 bags in record time,
Yeah.
we can get through 1 bag tomorrow, and then we get to start working on other bags.
Yeah.
First,
Oh, Rock and String Yarns, she dyes self-striping yarn, is holding a virtual fiber festival this weekend on Saturday at 2 o'clock, and we are part of it. There are about 6 vendors. It's not a huge one, and she's doing it through Zoom, so she can only get 100 attendees to watch the Zoom, and everybody during the Zoom, each vendor will get their own spotlight section to show off their stuff. So if you would like to attend, you have to sign up ahead of time because she's limited on attendance. So I'm going to put the link down below for the form if you would like to come see us. It's also going to be Suburban Stitcher, Rock and String Yarn.
hold on.
The email.
I'll pull up the email that has all the information because there's 7 of us all together, and
It's right there.
oh, okay, look at that. Yank Your Yarn, who do snarky stitch markers. Teton Knitting Company, they do hand-dyed yarn. Jane Z Place, she's got shawl cuffs. Rock and String Creations, she does self-striping yarn.
And she's the host.
Wild Hair Studios, she does bats and roving from their flock of sheep. And Suburban Stitcher, who does hand-dyed yarn. So
it's going to be a fun afternoon, 2 o'clock on Saturday Central, probably.
no, I think it's Eastern. I'm pretty sure it's Eastern time. EDT, that's Eastern
Okay,
Daylight
yep.
Time, yeah.
Okay, so 2 o'clock Saturday Eastern Time. So the link is down below to sign up for participation on that. And we're going to also have something in our Instagram feed.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
have a great night, everybody.
Enjoy. We will see you tomorrow. Hopefully.
Have a good
We
one,
haven't
everybody.
sewn ourselves to something.
We're making masks. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. Good night.
Have a good one.